Namaste. Namaste. What's going on, people? What's up? What's up? And I say namaste. Give me a second here. Let me see who's going to jump on here real quick. Let me start. All right. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope you're having a good day. Hope y'all were safe during the if you had some festivities to attend to. You know, hope everything is going well for everybody. Now y'all know, Happy New Year, hello, hey. Even though I'm not trying to be funny, but the new year starts in March. But I get what you're saying. Happy holidays. Peace and blessings, elegant granny. Namaste. Neville Goddard. Neville Goddard. That name looks familiar, but it looks like it should be country music. Neville, or am I thinking somebody else? Am I thinking somebody that's in country is named Neville? Is that black dude named Neville? I'm trying to think. Neville Goddard. So it is country. Okay, hey. I like all genres. I'm lying. I'm lying. I can't stand country music. I am not going to just lie to y'all like that. I don't like country music. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But hey, to each his own. You know, I've been to a country music bar, and you know, this is the only place that I've been that you can go to a place like that, and there's a bunch of hip hop people in there. There's a little of everybody in there. Texas is like that. A lot of people think that Texas is just like, you know, real racist and all that, but I've seen more racism back on the East Coast. Okay. Just give me a second here. That's what I'm thinking about. I knew Elegant Granny would know who I was talking about. Aaron Neville. All right, just give me a second. I need to answer something. Nah, yo. Let me just say one thing. All right, so today's subject. It all came out of blues. Absolutely. I don't like blues either. You have a phase when you're growing up, you have a phase. You like rock, reggae, and then you like jazz. I had all those phases, right? I could not get into blues. I could not get into country music. I couldn't do either one of them. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you know, but like Hello Hey said, it all came out of blues. So, you know what I mean? Anyway, hope y'all had a good weekend. My topic today is just gonna be brief, of course. You know, I don't like talking long. Just to absorb everything, gather information from everywhere. And I say this, especially if you're trying to get into the occult or to mysticism, magic, sorcery. This requires you to get multiple books on the same subject. You get what I mean? because you're going to find it everywhere. All right. You're going to find different points of views in different books. I'll give you an example. The Goetia is one of the best magical systems, in my opinion. Remember, everything's in my opinion. In my opinion, the Goetia is one of the best magical systems that you can get into. One of the best. All right. But you see how many books are out there for the Goetia. I only have 2 here. I got Thomas Carlson, Kabbalah, Clip-Off, and Goetia Magic. I also have Luciferian Goetia. Luciferian Goetia by Michael Ford. This is interesting. As you can see, I have been studying this. This is, because different practitioners practice different ways, okay? So a grimoire is a record, pretty much, of experiments, of incantations and invocations, evocations, ritual settings, ritual supplies, and whoever wrote the book, their experiences, right? So this is Michael Ford's. Then you got the well-known one by McGregor Mathers. You got the well-known one by Aleister Crowley. And you got this one by Thomas Carlson. Okay? Multiple. I have at least 5 Goetia books. At least 5 that I'm thinking of off the top of my head. One second. Sorry about that, y'all. Somebody's asking me something. Let me go and see what your comments are. LEL, what's up? Hello, LEL. Oh, you know what? Hello, hey, you did ask me for a book, multiple books on Ishtar. Very hard to find occult books. Agreed. I'm sitting here, I'm looking. Haha, came right back. Came right back. So she's right. There's very hard to find books on Ishtar. This is one of them. This is not even about Ishtar. Not completely. Okay. This is a great occult book. See the star Ishtar here. Okay. But you got Bast, Isis, Nergal, Ra, Osiris, Marduk, and Thoth. So you got Egyptian deities and you have Sumerian deities, right? Ishtar is a great deity to work with. A great deity to work with. All right. This book is a great book. Okay. If you can get it, by all means, do so. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a video, not now, but on this book, just to explain it. Okay. I believe Hello Hey asked me to do that. So I'm going to fulfill that wish. The magic of new Ishtar power. I knew I would have it though. I like my books. I really, really do. Okay. You should always be learning. You should be in the lab. You take the lab, LAB, switch it around to ABL, always be learning. I know, it's corny as shit, but still, that's the way I remember it. Always be learning. Always. Yes, hello hey says, love that book. It works well and Ishtar is so helpful. She is even with that book, but if you get to know her and make it like put an altar together for Ishtar, you got to understand Ishtar was worshipped and worked with thousands of years ago, thousands. She is the ultimate feminine principle, the ultimate embodiment of it, because it's been so long. She just goes by different names. Ishtar, and Nana, you know? And then as you go to different areas, geographical areas, you get different names, okay? All right, so multiple books on the same subject, but you also have to watch, because remember, I give it out a lot. Movies, TV shows, cartoons. This is how they teach you stuff. This is, for lack of a better phrase, this is how the elite teach you stuff. So you got to take that, run with it. Shows like especially anime, okay? You want to know about the giants of old? Look at Attack on Titan. You want to know about the elements and how they work? Look at Avatar, okay? You look at the movie Avatar, and it's telling you about how you can actually use the elements in nature to fight your battles for you. I know it seems a little far-fetched, but that's what they're telling you, you know? And I mean, you know who those people were, right? Anyway, Avatar, you know, yeah. There's so many anime, I can't even like go into it. How many? I can't name them off the top of my head. I'm looking at right now Naruto. Okay, there's some truth in those. They do mudras in Avatar. You know what I'm saying? They do mudras. You know what I mean? And plus, they reveal secrets of the ninja. Some of the stuff that's discussed in Naruto, I've seen in books. You know what I mean? Found more work on Medusa I'm going to invest in. Elegant, I'm going to try and help you because now I'm interested. You got me interested. I think you and somebody else are talking about Medusa lately. And I'm like, why is that energy coming through like that? You know what I mean? But yeah, I think I'm going to get with that, with Medusa. Another powerful energy that you can work with. Another feminine principle that you can work with, Medusa. She wore locks. That's what those snakes were. They were locks. We know this already, right, people? Right. So try to keep up with your comments. Hello, hey, I got into Naruto because I ran out of I finished JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and that is a bomb ass anime talking about your, not just your higher self, but your auric field and how you can shape it. You got, it's something you actually have to look at it. You know what I mean? But JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, I was looking for something else to watch. Since I watched it all the way through. I said, you know what? My son, he was watching Naruto when he was a child. Let me see what this is about. So I have just passed my 103rd episode of Naruto. Medusa energy, great for my line of work, dealing with victims and survivors of abuse. Yeah, there are some, yeah, there are, I think, if I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on this, if I'm not mistaken, Urzuli Frida, maybe another one you can work with, or, okay, so since I'm not sure, I'm not going to say it. But yeah, I think that's great that you're doing that, Elegant. I can just imagine what that has to be like to work with victims and survivors of abuse. You know, JoJo is a mind trip. It is, because they tell you in the beginning of the series that what your what do they call it Now you got me thinking, what do they call it? It's not you that's fighting, it's your electromagnetic field shaped into your warrior consciousness. Is the best way that I can explain that. You know what I mean? That's the best way that I can explain that. Oh yeah. So yeah, so quality over quantity in everything. Quality over quantity. Okay. I have a lot of books. You already know this if you've been watching my channel. I have a lot of books, but every book has a lot of information in it. A lot. Okay. I don't get books just to get them. You know, I study books. That's why it's so hard for me to use like an electronic device to read a book, because I like to go back. I like to underline. You know what I mean? I like to study books. So, but you can do the same thing with movies. You can do the same thing with movies, which I do. If I want to break down a movie and then put it on my Facebook, I will take notes while I'm watching the movie. You know what I mean? Speaking of which, I saw The Matrix. Friday. Urzuli is another good one for that. Yeah, that's what I thought, but I couldn't. I was trying to remember which Urzuli. It's either Urzuli Frida, because I know Urzuli Danter is a protector of children. I can't think off the top of my head, but from what you read, she was one of her sisters. Yeah. Yeah. An occult breakdown of JoJo and what each character, that would require me, maybe I will do that in the future, but that would require me to look at it all over again. Now, I've already done that. I have already looked at JoJo's Bizarre Adventure from the beginning to the last one. And now they came out with Stone Ocean, I believe. I think the woman, there's a woman who's the main character now. Oh yeah, Death Note. You can get a lot from Death Note. You can get a lot about the tarot in Yu-Gi-Oh. That's it. The one that you can. Yeah, there's so much occult information in anime. It's not even funny how much stuff is in it. You know what I mean? Get with those anime. They're not just entertainment. Not at all. You know. Yeah, Urzuli Frida. Yeah. That's what I thought. Thanks for the correction, Elegant. Oh, so yeah, I saw The Matrix this past weekend. I actually liked The Matrix. A lot of people didn't like it, but let me say something really brief about The Matrix. The Matrix, I've told people this before. In order to understand The Matrix, first of all, you got to look at all three. All right? You have to look all three. But you also have to look at the Animatrix, which has the backstories. In order to understand the Matrix altogether, look at the backstories in Animatrix. And then there's an excellent channel out right now called Matrix Explained. And they take little snippets, like 8 to 10-minute videos, and they're explaining a certain part. It is the best explanations that I've seen. Okay. They've already started on this last Matrix, Resurrections. All right. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. That is all I'm gonna say. There are a lot of people out there right now who are breaking down the Matrix. A lot. Blessings, Lady Eva. I've been watching The Matrix since last week and I still haven't finished it. It is pissing me off. I'm so mad they messed up this franchise. My opinion is a little different than that. And like I said, in order to understand it, you gotta, that's just like the occult. You gotta get different points of view. You gotta study it to understand it. A lot of people didn't like it. To me, I think it's a good follow-up. That's to me. But I mean, it is what it is. Caribbean Grimoire, I haven't seen you in a minute. How you doing? You dreamt about Razuli Frida last night? I'm gonna have to trust you, but it's crap to me. All right, so I'm gonna say it one more time. In order to fully understand the Matrix, look at the channel, the YouTube channel called Matrix Explained. It's very professionally done and explains a lot. You look at all three Matrix. You look at the Animatrix. Matter of fact, surprised me, they put the Animatrix on the previous weekend on Adult Swim. I'm like, wow. They like giving y'all, like, y'all need to look at the Animatrix. It explains the backstory. You'll get more out. I promise you, you'll get more out of it if you look at that one too. All right. Don't forget, I had Azazel Bay on my channel not too long ago. I want to say it's about a month ago. If you can afford the book, this is Azazel's book that he was talking about. The stuff that's in here is fucking deep. Very, very, very deep. Very, very, very deep. Very, very, very deep. Okay. He goes into galactic. I always tell people when they ask about Azazel, I say his knowledge is a galactic knowledge. You know what I mean? He goes past the occult. He goes galactic. It is a dynamite piece of work. It is worth every penny. You know what I mean? That's just me. Y'all already know I'm a fan of his. I shouldn't say a fan. I'm a follower of him. I shouldn't say fan like that. All right. The Fifth Dimension, Vera Stanley Alder. I can't remember the name of her other book. She wrote The Finding of the Third Eye. It's a pink paperback. Vera Stanley Alder. The Fifth Dimension. Okay. Let me read just a snippet here. In The Fifth Dimension, Vera Stanley Alder explores the variety of claims made about the effects of meditation. What happens to the student, biological and physical changes, the practice of balanced living, subsequent stages of development, and the phenomena that leads to ultimate fulfillment and achievement. Alder says that we can test the process by choosing a subject we know nothing about, use her exercises to discover how much we can learn about this subject, and begin to actually see that we too have the ability to reach the universal mind. So she goes into meditation in this book. I think people still are not taking meditation seriously when it's like one of the ultimate exercises that you can do. Tap into your own mind as well as tap into the universal mind. This should be on Amazon. Caribbean Grimoire, watch all 5 great Matrix. Where can you get this book? Should be Amazon. I'm sure that's where I got it. I have had it for a long time. But I was such a fan of the Third Eye. There's that word fan. I was such a believer. I can't think of it. I'm such a I like the book a lot. Dora Pose. That was for me. Because I couldn't think of a suitable adjective to say. I like the book, goddamn it. I like the book, The Third Eye. All right. Remember, I'm saying you can get information from cartoons, from movies, from TV shows, from comic books. Would you believe me if I said you can find sex magic techniques in books like this called The Young Witches? There's one that has Ishtar in it. And Ishtar, according to the comic book, is a hermaphrodite. It's very graphic. Very, very graphic. If you're offended by nudity, don't buy it. It's damn near porn. The Young Witches. I warn you now that this is expensive. Very, very expensive. All right. Another book that Azazel said to get, and I got it right away when he suggested it. It was either on when I interviewed him or the guy Tano interviewed him on the Galactic Talk, a very good channel, Galactic Talk. Has some very good guests on his channel. Shout out to Tano. The Book of Tobit for magic tips. Okay, magic tips. All right. All those books that were taken out of the Bible were for a reason. You know what I'm saying? I never even heard of this book until he mentioned it. I'd never heard of it. And I thought, since I had the Nag Hammadi library, that I knew all of the lost, so-called lost books of the Bible. But I'd never heard of this. I had never heard of this person. The Book of Tobit. Cheap and on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? All right. Steamy comic book. You don't have, I can't even show you the pictures. You say it's a steamy comic book? I can't show you. They would shut my channel down if I was to show y'all the pictures that's in here. I promise you. They would, yeah. they would shut my channel down. That would be considered porn. Okay. So I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. But steamy comic book, Caribbean Grimoire got their tongue out. So find it. It should be on Amazon. If you're looking to work with demons, y'all know I like working with demons, right? Another not so known, those are the books you should be looking for. Okay. The ones that are very expensive or you have never heard of. All right. Grimoire Iwas. Diabolical shit in here. Diabolical. Information on the Baphomet, on the various demons, necromancy. A lot of good stuff in here. A lot. I thought I had something because I was able to procure the PDF. Nope. Once I got the actual book, I was like, wait a minute, this ain't in the PDF. That shit is for a reason. And I believe, yep, they got some of the Goetia in this. Black magic ceremonies, talismans, the art of magic, the grimoire of Iwas. Multi-Dimensional Man by Jürgen Zui. I've never heard of it, Caribbean Grimoire. I've never heard of that. So no, I've never read that. I would like to read it. If you mentioned it, I want to read it. That was the book of what again? That was taken from the Bible? Oh, the Book of Tobit. Elegant. The Book of Tobit. It says the Book of Tobit is one of the few apocryphal works that managed to find its way into some canonized compilation. Present as an important Judaist work, it is absent from the KJV, and most standard Protestant editions. Treating on the nature of demons, specifically Asmodeus, it includes a visit by the archangel Raphael to Tobias, son of Tobit, and several rites involved with miraculous healing. The Book of Tobit. I'm always looking at the ones that are not well known. I always look for them. And speaking of which, what does that say? VAWR. I just bought into some of the lost books of the Bible and the forgotten books of Eden. I read that book when I was in my Nation of Islam phase. That was a long time ago. Long time ago. All right. Last book that I'm going to give y'all. Told you I wasn't going to be that long. If you're having problems in the bedroom, okay, not only will certain herbs help you, certain books, certain incantations. Saziga, ancient Mesopotamian potency incantation. Book is not big. $200. Bullshit you not. $200. Potency incantation, because the ancient peoples believed in potency incantation. It is exactly what it sounds like. Potency incantation. I don't think I need to explain anything else besides what I just said. Potency incantation. And I believe the words are in Sumerian, if not Babylonian. Saziga. All right. Before I close out today, peace and love, Brandy. I just want to give y'all a pain technique. If you have pain in your body, all right, this is what you can do. People, you got to believe in the power of your mind and that you can actually heal yourself. You have to believe in it. You have to believe in yourself. You know, you imagine, say I have a pain right here, something like that. I'm going to imagine a silver cord reaching all the way up to the sun. Okay? Silver cord or silver line going all the way up to the sun. You take that pain, imagine it flowing through that silver line, that silver cord, silver tube, up to where you think the sun is. Right? Up to where you think. I usually think of it like a swirling mass of energy with the words pain, inflammation, or whatever. That pain travels up that silver line to the sun and the sun burning. You got to keep doing it, though. It's not going to work if you do it one time. All right? You got to keep doing it. That's any pain. I usually think of a swirling white energy flowing from the base of my spine, going upwards. Okay? You'd be surprised at how well that works. Know what I mean? All right, people. I hope y'all have a good rest of your week. And if you party this weekend, I hope you did it safely. You know, I will be back next time with more magical tips So with that being said, I'm going to sign out. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all next time because I'm the one and only. Namaste.